Hey guys, it's Alex. I'm making a video because it's been 3 weeks since my surgery. Well, 3 weeks and like 2 days. And, sorry, my cat. I just wanted to show you what my chest looks like. This is my chest. And as you can see, the left side is still a little bit bigger, but I think it's always going to be bigger because it was before. There's a little bit of stretch marks over on the side, very subtle. They're actually getting better and better. I have been working out a little bit, even though my doctor said, sorry, camera isn't, even though my doctor said, not to for 6 weeks. I just can't sit still for that long. It's very difficult for me. I didn't do anything major or anything like that. I did 10 push-ups and maybe 50 crunches or something, which is very small for me because I used to work out every day. I am wearing a bow tie. I know, because I love bow ties, and everyone should love bow ties, especially trans men without a shirt on wearing bow ties. And I thought I'd be silly because I'm usually not that silly on YouTube. I cut my hair. There's no more faux hawk thing sitting on top. It was getting a little ridiculous looking, and I just didn't like how it looked, so. And I'm actually looking for a job right now, and that's really not the hair to have to look for a job. Not that it really matters, I guess, so much, especially in Toronto, but I'd rather look professional than some kind of 14-year-old trying out a new hairstyle. I did my shot today. It went really well. All my shots have actually been going really well. The one last week I noticed some of my tea came out. I used a shorter needle. My doctor gave me these really short needles, and they're not for... what am I trying to think of? They're not like the wrong needle or the wrong gauge or anything. They were right. They were just really short, and they weren't like a TB needle or anything like that just kind of goes underneath the skin. They were long enough to actually hit some muscle, but I don't think it got in enough. So I used a 23 gauge, which is quite a little bit bigger. I think I usually use I don't really know what size I use regularly. Actually, I think I use a bigger one than that that's longer. Maybe a 22 or something. Yeah, I think 22 is the right gauge. And but that went really well. It went in far enough, so I'm gonna see my doctor soon because I'm running out of tea. Which I hate doing. I hate having to go to the doctor all the time and be like, can I have another prescription? Can I have another prescription? And that's really the way you have to do it in Canada, or at least in Ontario. Sorry, not all of Canada. So that's a little bit annoying. But, oh well, it's a controlled substance. I think it's controlled everywhere. Just because, people are stupid and they think it's a steroid that they can just inject in themselves and think that it's going to make them huge, which really it won't. Because if you notice, I've been on it for like a year and not even almost 2 months. 2 months this month on the 20th. Let's see. What else do I have to update on? As far as my nipples, that's my left one, which had still a lot of scabbing up top, and that hasn't seemed to fall off at all recently. And my right one looks actually really good. I love my right one. The bottom has a little bit of scabbing, so the scabbing's like opposite on each nipple. It's kind of strange, but I've been putting my Scar Gel on, and it's really just this Derma, I think. DERMA with a big kind of E at the end. I don't know if I can even get that on the camera. Huh. No. But if you want to know exactly the name, send me a message or leave me a comment on here. It's been working really well because my scars are pretty much the same. They haven't stretched, but also I haven't been reaching for things. I notice a lot of people, like, after 2 weeks, they're like reaching really high for stuff. Don't do that. I was told by a lot of my trans friends who just had top surgery, don't reach for things, even like up to a month. Like maybe when you're like a month and a half post op, you should be able to reach for everything. But until these are completely healed over, if you want them to stay really small, just don't reach or overwork your arms, I guess. And don't be an idiot like me and do exercise before you're supposed to. I'm also not wearing my binder anymore. As you can tell, I don't have really any swelling. I know my left one looks bigger, but it's always going to look bigger because it was bigger. I can finally flex a lot of my muscle tissue underneath, and that's been really cool for me. I kind of have to relearn how to flex it, which is weird because I could do it really well before I had surgery. Even though it was underneath, like, a lot of tissue, I could still see it flexing. But, I think with exercise and waking those muscles up again, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm there. And I'm still pretty numb right underneath the nipple. Most everywhere else I can feel now. Maybe over here. Yeah, over here is pretty numb. This side isn't. The left side's a little bit more numb in places than the right, but I kind of expected that. It's probably going to heal a little bit slower, just because I have a lot of, I had more tissue removed from there, for one, and I think I had a little bit more swelling. But I'm going to see my surgeon tomorrow, and I'm just going to ask him a couple of questions and, make sure everything's okay. I do have some raised, it's on the left, just a tiny bit. You can't even see it, when you actually look at my chest. You'd have to look really close. I'm hoping that will go down with time. I have no dog ears, as you can tell, which is great, because I always feel bad for guys who just had top surgery, and then they have these dog ears, and they're like, fuck, now I gotta get a revision. I mean, not that it's that big of a deal, and at least it's paid for, but, or most of it's paid for. I don't really know for sure if all of it is. I don't know, I just always I'm always like, oh, that sucks for them, that they have to go under a knife again. But hey, at least they don't have to bind anymore. That's the important part, right? Let's see, what else do I have to update on? So I'm going to be going back to school, to George Brown. That's a college in Ontario, into nursing. I'm sure I've discussed this before. But now that I've had this taken care of, and I'm looking for a job right now, and once I really find a job and apply for school, which I'm going to be doing, I was going to do it today, but the website isn't working. It's really weird how you have to apply to school, especially in Ontario. You have to go on a website to do it. You can't actually go to the college and apply for that college, or at least not George Brown. I'm sure there are some colleges that you can, but I don't know. It's just very strange. And all colleges here have university status, and there's no like community college really here anymore. So I don't know. It's very confusing for me because I'm from Ohio, and I'm just like, what do you mean there's no community colleges? But anyways, so hopefully in the next couple of months, I will be able to say, yay, I got accepted into school. Maybe not the nursing program right now, because it gets pretty full quickly. But hopefully in the next, I don't know, year or so, I'll be able to get into there. So I think that's all for updates. I will make a video for my 1 month post-op. And maybe for my, I don't know, I probably won't update on T very much anymore because there's not really a lot going on with that. I do have some little chest hairs coming in, but I mean they're so tiny that it's not even that exciting. So I'm gonna end this now, and I will see you guys in, like, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Alright, bye.